This morning, a new report claims hackers may have stolen as much as $1 billion from banks. The sophisticated scheme targeted banks in 30 countries, including the U.S. The hackers used malware to gain access to the banks and steal the money. Chris Doggett is managing director for the cybersecurity firm that released the report, Kaspersky Lab North America. He joins us from Boston. Chris, good morning.
Good morning.
I know you've described this as more Ocean's 11 than Bonnie and Clyde. How are they carrying this out?
Yeah, well, it's really interesting. At the outset, the initial break into the bank was really a classic hacking attack. But once the cyber criminals got into the bank's network, they really switched to tactics which were more like something out of a spy novel. They used espionage techniques that we've never seen cyber criminals use before on this scale. And a very, very interesting new form of attack.
What are they doing with the money? Where's it going?
Well, they're transferring the money out of the victim banks and institutions into accounts of their own in some cases, and then cashing out from there through a variety of different methods. And in some cases, they're actually taking the money out of the bank itself that they attacked, out of fraudulent accounts they set up for themselves.
How many banks are we talking about?
We're talking about dozens of banks, certainly. We think the number could go up to 100 different financial institutions around the world.
Chris, you're talking about up to $1 billion, which just seems remarkable. Most of the money is going to accounts in China and the U.S., but you're not even sure at this point where these hackers are actually based?
Well, we have some ideas about where they're based, but, attribution, as we call it, is always very difficult because it's easy for hackers to make it appear like they're in one place or they're one person when they're actually somewhere else. So tracking them down is always a challenge in any hacking attack. In this case, we believe the attackers are based in Russia, China, and a few other European countries.
So you're not naming the banks while the investigation is underway. So what should any bank customer be doing?
Sure. Well, I think it's unfortunately something we're all getting used to, which is you should be looking at your monthly statements from your bank and your credit cards and making sure that not only the balance is correct on it, but that the transactions that are listed are legitimate transactions.
All right, Chris Doggett, thank you very much.